What started off as a 100-acre wildfire exploded into a bigger threat. The latest wildfire in the state has scorched several homes and buildings, forcing major evacuations. We start our wildfire coverage this morning with more on the Little Bear fire. Good morning, everyone. I'm Crystal Gutierrez. The governor ordered the deployment of 100 National Guard troops and 2 Black Hawk helicopters to help yesterday. Throughout the night and into this morning, fire crews continue trying to protect homes and businesses in that area. Just this morning, these pictures were sent in by a crew from Bernalillo County Fire Department showing how close the fire is getting to some homes. On the left side of the screen, you can see a house. On the right, flames ripped through a fence. This is what fire crews have been dealing with all night as they fight the lightning-sparked Little Bear fire near Bonito Lake, north of RUIDOSO. Our coverage begins with News 13 pilot reporter Bob Martin, who flew over the blaze all day yesterday.
As the smoke thinned a bit late in the day, the human toll became more evident. Multiple homes gathered in neighborhoods and others scattered individually throughout the forest west and north of RUIDOSO on both sides of Highway 48. There is no accurate count of homes lost yet. The fire is moving too fast to count them all. Crews have been focused on aiding in the evacuations and trying to save what they can. From the city of RUIDOSO itself, a giant wall of smoke to the north, punctuated by searing walls of wind-driven flames marching from west to east, exploding with intensity as the blaze hits new stands of dry trees. Heavy air tankers and helicopters started the day dropping retardant and water, but the turbulence from high winds across the ridgelines got too rough and the air tankers had to be suspended for a few hours. They came back later. Helicopters continued to work mostly in residential areas, hitting strategic hotspots. Late in the day, flames closed in on the Sierra Blanca ski area, where crews doused buildings with jets of water. Flames surrounded communications towers on Buck Mountain and spilled into the Bonito Lake area. Even at Capitan to the north, smoke caused problems as the fire advanced to just a few miles south of the community. All of this the result of a small 100-acre lightning fire near Sierra Blanca from earlier in the week that had once been contained, but Friday afternoon escaped and began to run. Bob Martin, KRQE News 13, near RUIDOSO.
And for some, that video is very hard to watch. The fire started on Monday, and it was contained until Friday. That's when the winds did pick up, making it go beyond containment lines.
Yeah, from 100 to 4,000 acres, 10,000. Actually, we just got a call into the newsroom. The new acreage is at 26,000 acres. So we were dealing with 10,000. Better mapping, 26,000 acres.
It is moving fast.
Yeah, I'm going to get more information coming up here right after the forecast. But let's get right into what we can expect weather-wise. Definitely some smoke in and around the fire, and if you live in places like Roswell and even as far northeast as Portales, you could be dealing with this smoke as well as it's drifting to the east. So something we do have to keep in mind if you have any health problems. Please be careful out there and try to avoid this smoke, but it may be hard in some locations. Red flag warnings are up for in areas in and around the fire in the southeast. We're going to have breezy conditions. It's still going to be very hot and it's going to be dry. So all those combinations will mean extreme fire danger. So no outdoor burning. Cooler air is making its way into the northwest and the northeast, so that's going to help us as far as temperatures go. 61 right now in RUIDOSO. As we look to the winds south-southwest at 8 miles per hour, we'll see them gusting up to 35. We were at 40 yesterday, so we're going to kind of dial them back a little bit, but still conditions aren't great. Hopefully air tankers can get up and start attacking this thing because they were grounded yesterday because of the strong winds. Temperatures are fine right now. They're not getting going, but they will soon. 49 in Gallup, 63 in Santa Fe, 59 in Silver City. Taking a look at metro currents, 63 degrees, southeast winds at 5 miles per hour. The day ahead, we topped out at 95 yesterday, dropping our temperatures down to the upper 80s. A little bit breezy out there. Your full forecast does involve some rain. I'll tell you when and where coming up in a sec.
And again, we just got an update on the Little Bear fire. Officials are estimating that it has now scorched 26,000 acres this morning. As we've been reporting, hundreds of people have been forced out of their homes, many now staying at local shelters, may be there for a while. Evacuees told us they were told it could be as many as 5 days before they're allowed back home. Those staying at the evacuation centers are worried, watching, and waiting.
We're hoping in God be with those who are fighting the fire. because it's a really, really horrible fire.
We're told the smoke is thick in the RUIDOSO area, so be advised if you have health problems. There are also a number of highways, roads, and picnic areas closed because of the fire. We have those listed for you on our website, KRQE.com. And as we mentioned, firefighters from the metro area are there this morning to help out. The Bernalillo County Fire Department sent an engine unit and 3 firefighters to the Little Bear fire yesterday morning. AFD sent a brush truck and 4 firefighters to the RUIDOSO area as well. Both departments say more firefighters are on standby if needed. The Red Cross also called in to help out. They decided to send volunteers to the fire zone to set up additional shelters.
We're accessing our partnership with the Southern Baptist to provide food, and we'll be doing feeding for any people who need it during this period of time. And then we'll wait and see what damage assessment tells us about what long-term needs there are.
And for the very latest on the Little Bear fire, stay with KRQE News 13. Our coverage continues tonight with live reports on News 13 at 5:30 and 10 with Tim Maestas. You can also get updates on our website, KRQE.com.